Oh, I didn't realize that sort of cutscene was over. Yes. So this will seem familiar in a couple of ways. First off, it is a lot like Sky Chase Zone from Sonic 2. Very much so, in fact. You can kind of just run around the entire area, and then Tails will just be underneath you. Those bird enemies are pretty devious, though. But in another way, it resembles a lot. It looks a lot like Dust Hill Zone, which is a scrapped level for Sonic 2 that didn't get very far in completion. There's like a single mock-up screenshot that ever existed of Sonic running through a desert area, on which Mirage Saloon is kind of explicitly based, I think. There were originally plans to have it in the Sonic CD port that Christian Whitehead also worked on, which is a fantastic port, by the way. But they decided eventually to sort of keep Sonic CD sort of intact with the original release, which is how it kind of ended up finding its way. Oh, you can't fall off and die there. That's really bad. Okay. Oh, you see Knuckles got knocked off there. What's interesting about this zone is Knuckles has a completely different... Oh yeah, she did something else there. Knuckles has a completely different Act 1, which is just for him, and makes use of all of his Knuckles powers. The powers of being Knuckles. Yeah, the desert level in CD had a different name as well that they were going to use. But I can't remember what it's called. It's called like Dusty Desert or something. Because Sonic CD has all that alliteration, obviously. But yeah, here it is, finally, the Sonic Desert level we all wanted. It's quite different to Sandopolis, though. It's sort of less... I'm having so much trouble with this level. Sandopolis is more like, well, as you can tell, this is sort of Wild West sandy, whereas Sandopolis is more sort of Egypt and tombs and sand dunes and stuff. Whereas this is more sort of like Grand Canyon-esque cactuses, and it's got some great music. And it doesn't have checkpoints, which is stressing me out, because I'm getting hit way more than I ever have before in this level. Oh, look at that background art though. Just gotta take it easy with Sonic sometimes. Don't want to go too fast. Don't want to rush. I love this. This like seeing the train and then sort of flying past and hopping on it. There's a special stage down there. That will just give us rings because we already have all the emeralds. I can't remember how to get in there though. Obviously this reminds me a little bit of Sonic Triple Trouble on the Game Gear, which also had like a train level quite early on, I believe. But this one just feels so much richer for the sort of the enhanced retro feel of it all. I don't even know if I can use the shield power without turning it into supersonic, so I'm not going to. Yeah, we are. I'm back up again. I would have liked maybe a bit more train action. Reminds me a little bit of Marble Garden's boss, and sort of you being assisted by Tails to defeat another enemy, I guess, and sort of coming in from different sides. It's not so bad if you pay attention to where he's coming from. Just got to get the hits in on the head, and then just make sure you're out of the way of the rest of them. God, I really love the backgrounds. And the backgrounds in the whole game are cool, but some of these original stage ones are just lovely to look at. Just kind of got the yellow and the blue. Now this is one boss where you don't want to be losing too many of your rings, because they're going to be hard to get when they fall down or off the screen. Ah, damn it. I deserve that. Let's get more aggressive. I've never died to that boss before. But just as Knuckles has a different Act 1, he also has a different boss as well. So that's interesting. It's kind of hard to tell at what point this guy is when he's jumping from like foreground to background and vice versa. I think you can hit him then. It's hard to remember because I just kind of feel the flow usually. There we go. No, this. Oh, God. It's kind of using the background to like show where he is and stuff, so that's super cool. Thank God. I love that it's just on his head. That's fantastic. What? Bean? From Sonic Fighters. What's Bean got to do with all this? Oh, I love this music here. There's the picture of Fang the Sniper or Knack the Weasel, depending on... Oh, I love those disappearing loops as well because of the sand. Yeah, Fang / Knack the Weasel in the background there. Originally from Triple Trouble as one of the main antagonists. Now, mostly forgotten character, sadly. He had a pretty big role in Sonic the Comic, the Fleetway version. The Fleetway Sonic the Comic, which is the only one called Sonic the Comic. But I don't think Bean or Bark really did. They might have appeared in it. Oh, there's all three of them. I think some of them were also referenced in Sonic Generations as sort of wanted posters there as well in Ocean Palace, I think it was. I think. Maybe that was Ray and stuff. But yeah, this has sort of a, well, obviously it's called Mirage Saloon. It's got kind of a saloon vibe to it. So it's kind of got elements of sort of casino night type stuff as well. Those Studiopolis kind of had shades of that too. But there's a lot of sort of bouncy things. These sort of lovely sort of sand dune slopes. And then these interior saloon areas. Holy moly, I made it through that already. I remembered the level being longer. This boss fight's a bit weird. So basically he turns into other people and then you have to stun him and then hit him. I missed that hit there, see. Because if you just keep stunning him, then it's not actually damaging him. So you hit him twice and he goes back in. Changes to someone else. So I guess it was him pretending to be Bean. And of course the third one we saw in the background, Bark. So yeah, I think this is pretty sure this is the first time Bean and Bark have been in a 2D Sonic game. Not that Fang has been in much. Just Triple Trouble and then obviously Fighters with the other two as well. No problemo. I love how this kind of connects into the next zone. Oil Ocean.